Okay, and we're back talking about this drama.
Drama.
This drama television show that aired on Disney Channel for some reason. In a heartbeat, we are back. We are talking about Friends Don't Let Friends, which is episode 12 of the only season that exists, season 1.
Let's go.
So,
Harem. Oh, I'm sorry. I read that word wrong that I typed.
his name, Harmon?
Yeah.
Yeah, so since we recorded our last one, I watched the entire season.
No way. Okay.
Yes, I finished it yesterday.
Okay, so that makes sense why you asked me all these like 3 episodes, and I was like, well,
Yeah, so it's 20 episodes, and because I was watching it just because I wanted to see the show, and then also so I could, because it's not like any of you guys know the show either, so you didn't have like a memory of like, oh, do this episode. So I was like, which one should we do? And then I gave you the choices. These were the 3 that I thought would be the best to cover. It was the Halloween episode, and I didn't just bring it up because it's Halloween, because I know you were like, we should save those for October or whatever.
well,
But
no, I just know that those are gonna probably be some of the ones that like people might want to talk about for the other shows.
I didn't bring it up because it's Halloween though. I brought it up because a kid almost
Hoku.
dies in it.
Oh,
I brought it up because
why
Jamie
did
and
you say
Katie's.
Hoku then? You should have actually said because some kid almost
I didn't
died.
want to spoil it.
Oh, that's true.
If we picked that one, I wanted you to be like, "Oh my god, is he gonna die?"
I
Because
wanted someone to die.
in that one, Jamie and Katie's friend falls off the water tower. You see him fall, like it was pretty bad. But Hoku was also a special guest to
Okay.
even out
Hoku.
the possibility of him dying. They had to
We
bring
brought
up
in Hoku,
the light story for the B plot line to bring up, she does
which
a
is the
little
Hoku
acoustic
concert.
performance. Yes. Um, so there was that one. And then this episode that we're covering today, which is the paint huffing episode.
We're a very
Um,
special episode.
it is like the most very special episode of them all. And then the finale, just because I thought you might want to see how it ends, kind of like on a cliffhanger
And
and
that's
it
why
all
I like
comes
picked
full
that one,
circle.
because I was like, I want to see what the end result would have been.
So here's what I can say from watching the whole thing, just like of what I noticed from the pilot, like differences.
Mm-hmm.
Girly Degrassi mommy that
Gone.
showed up, she is not there. She is never seen again.
Oh my god, they booted her.
I don't know why. Maybe the Family Channel was like, "Ugh, we can't have a bitchy woman on our show."
We can't have the divorce plot line anymore.
No, not that mom. I'm
Oh,
saying
oh,
the one who
the
was gonna come in and
boss.
take over Alex's job. Yeah.
No shit, really?
She's not seen again.
Wow.
Not
Well,
seen again. But you know who is seen again is little boy who was staring at Hank and Hank staring at him. He comes back.
okay.
He comes back.
With a vengeance.
And the whole story there is his dad saying like he hasn't spoken since then. And then
Oh,
he
he's
said
traumatized.
he said one word since the accident, and the word he said was Hank. So the
How does
dad
he
brings
know his name?
because they probably introduce themselves because like in a lot of these they when they go to help people they go, I'm Val, I'm gonna help
Oh, yeah,
you.
it's a comfort maneuver where they go
Yeah,
like it personalizes you. Yeah.
yeah. So and then the whole thing is like Hank's like, I shouldn't get involved, we're not supposed to get involved, but he also wants to like help this kid, so it's a whole thing. But I
Okay.
thought it was interesting that he came back. Finale episode. Well, you know what? I'll tell you after. I'll tell you after all this. That would
Okay.
make more sense to wrap it up at the end. But this episode, Friends Don't Let Friends. We don't know who directed it. It says unknown.
But
Great.
it's a very special episode.
It aired December 15th, 2000.
Okay. Perfect
And
time for huffing paint.
apparently this was the era of huffing paint.
It makes
Is
sense.
Question, is huffing paint the same as whippets? Is that the same basically?
I think it's the same because Whippets is like an aerosol thing.
Yeah,
If I'm
so
not
it's like
mistaken.
getting a quick high, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah, pretty much.
I was shocked. I guess it was the year
When you
2000, but
learned that your
like
brother did Whippets.
no, I was just shocked that there was an episode about whippets or about huffing. But
I mean, I feel like this is. I mean, like
I guess
everyone
this
had to
is
have.
I guess this is the most PG way they could do a drug problem, you know?
Because I mean, okay, but also like I kind of was starting to write it down, but like, could you imagine if they did like a weed, like it was weed, and they're like, she's smoking weed, and then she ends up in the hospital because she
Like
has a
Saved by the
seizure.
Bell.
Yeah, but it's like, what's the worst that can happen if she's smoking weed?
Yeah, huffing paint is worse than smoking weed.
Doing a lot of things is worse than smoking weed.
I mean, I guess as a kid, like your brain cells and everything, but either way, huffing paint is gonna
Huffing,
huffing anything is gonna hurt your body more.
grow up poppers.
Um, but yeah, so this is the most very special episode of them all. The other ones were just kind of like
Oh no, they
the
got ran
regular
over by
stuff. There was like an episode about a dance.
an
Um,
arson. Was there an? Oh, did someone catch fire at one point?
there's an episode where Jamie saves a child from a burning building.
Ooh.
There's a couple burning building
Well, there's an
episodes.
explosion in this
There's
one.
a fucking explosion in this one. There's like a couple of houses that explode on this show, honestly. Um,
Interesting.
but this was the most where I was like, oh shit, they're getting real. They're getting
They're gonna get
serious.
fucked up.
Yes. So this episode starts out with this man hyperventilating over cockroaches in his
Because he
home.
bit into a sandwich with a cockroach in it, which I think is
That'll
one,
change your life.
that'll change your life. If you have cockroaches out in broad daylight, I think that's a problem. I think that's a full problem. Cockroaches at night, I kind of can get because they're gross. But if you have cockroach, my old house, Sarah, my old house used to have cockroaches,
So did mine.
and the way they would. Okay, this is gross. One time, I think like twice, I had to wake up because I felt something crawling on me, and in my sleep I grabbed it and I threw it, and I knew it was a cockroach, and it was the
Wow.
sickest thing ever.
Love that.
Sickest and
Um,
like gross, not like that was
yeah,
sick.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So this man lit not one, not two, but six bug bombs in his house. Um,
While
which
brewing water for tea.
which on its own already isn't good. Like that's a lot for you to be breathing in. But yeah, he left the stove on as well. So when he runs back,
He
it
fucking
explodes. And this is when I was like, this show had a budget because that's not fake.
no.
That was a real because there's another explosion later in the show, I think that does look fake. But
Well,
this one looks real as fuck.
and you have to like build. You have to build the facade of the home, and then rig up explosives and fire mechanics, and that's money.
And they exploded it and it looked really good.
It looked
And
good.
this guy is pumped. He's like, my house is on fire, but
But those
those
fucking
roaches are
roaches
gone.
won't ever fuck with me again.
So, and I get
But
it.
then in the crowd,
Who do we see?
we see mother, where's his name? Don't we see fucking Larry Tudgman,
Larry
baby Larry
Touchman,
Tudgman, and I said, I did the
Miss Honey glasses.
you can do
Yeah,
big math.
I posted on Patreon, but so many actors from DComs or like
More
movies that we
successful
would know.
decoms.
What do you mean? This isn't a decom.
Oh, sorry, I meant more successful Disney like shows.
Yeah. Well, like they went on to go do like almost the entire cast of Phantom of the Megaplex is in here.
Oh
The
yeah.
the kid that fell off the water tower was the like bully guy from Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire. Obviously, in this episode, we get Scary Terry from Phantom of the Megaplex slash girl who made out with a hot dog in Mean Girls.
Okay,
Who else
that's
was
I was
here?
like, where's she from? Because I
Two of
knew I recognized her.
the guy the love interest from Model Behavior was in an episode. not Justin Timberlake, obviously the other one. The assistant for Model Behavior was in an episode. Like I posted on Patreon so you guys can go see and scroll through. But like Cubby from Famous Jet Jackson was in one. The the guy who's now he was like on Schitt's Creek,
Mm-hmm.
like one the boyfriend from Schitt's Creek is in this. I think he was also on Strange Days at Blake Halsey High. But like Canada really just had like 20
Everyone.
actors that they put in everything in this
And that's
era.
iconic.
It was just incredible. So go flip through because I took screenshots of everyone. When everyone popped up, I would be screenshot, screenshot.
Click, click,
Everyone
ka-choo.
popping up. Yeah. But yeah, so Larry Tudgman is the one that we see in this episode. He's playing Harmon, and we'll get to him in a minute.
Yeah. But this man, Larry Randolph, an idiot, but also kind of cute.
And then the credits roll. We have Jamie and Katie and their friends under the bleachers. Jamie uses his Brienne. Jamie uses his shoe to, step on a lit cigarette and just put it out. It was already there when they showed up. It was already there.
Oh, I must have blinked because I literally was like, oh, I mean, he caught you smoking, but I guess it was like a...
Yeah, that's the whole premise for
That
the episode
rationalizes everything a lot more.
Yeah. Yeah, is they're being wrongfully accused of smoking, so Katie is having this whole,
The rally.
damn the man.
I love when she goes, I watch NYPD Blue. I know my rights.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Mr. Carlson, the principal, gives them detention, even though it wasn't any of theirs, not even Jamie, who was putting it out. So Katie, like you said, she's pissed. She knows her rights, and she says they need to do something. Jamie's like, whatever. Like, we get detention all the time. It doesn't matter. Meanwhile, their friend Brienne in the background.
She's passing out. She's going, whoa, whoa.
She is lightheaded. She claims it's probably just low blood sugar, so we don't think anything of it, right?
Well, I forgot that this episode was huffing. The
Well, yeah.
Puffin. And then I was like,
I told you that
she
going into it.
I thought she was like a diabetic, so I was like, oh shit, she's diabetic too.
No. No, yeah, going into it, I didn't know this episode was going to be about huffing, so I was like, okay, she just has low blood sugar, whatever.
Yeah.
And then we have this man. I still don't really understand what happened here.
Oh, he was going in for a slam dunk, and his hand got stuck in the hook that holds the net.
Oh,
the chain of the net.
I rewound this like multiple times, and I couldn't understand.
No, I saw the blood in the hand. I was like, ooh, that's nasty.
Okay, so yeah, we have Katie there and like the group going to help him. Katie notices that Harmon is there again.
Harmon, which is Larry Tudgman.
So she's like, why is he at all these scenes that we're at?
I thought he was night crawling.
Oh, that would have been good.
Night crawling.
Sky falling. Then we have Katie and Jamie in detention. Brienne is not there. They're wondering
like, where is Brienne? And I went like, she's huffing.
So, and meanwhile, Katie's like, oh, we should do a sit-in. Let me just say something. I love Katie. Katie and Jamie have become my favorite characters in the show. I think just like I did with our queen from Bug Juice, who was always the emo queen of the episodes. I think I'm going to make a little compilation of Katie because I love her.
God damn, is she annoying in this one?
No, I just love, and this is like the root of her character of like anti-establishment, anti-capitalism, all these things. And she's like,
I thought you were to put a butt in there.
She said, "No justice, no peace."
No,
I really do love Katie, love her. But yeah, so Brienne did not show up. So when they go and talk to her, they're like, "You didn't show up." And she's like, "I didn't." Oh, well, yeah. Like, and it's subtly like if you didn't know the episode was about her huffing paint, like me, you're like, okay, she just genuinely forgot, like, or just was like, whatever. But because it's played so subtly of her, that was her forgetting. Because later when Hank,
because they're doing every fucking possible diagnostic, like every side effect she exhibits: tiredness, passing out,
Talking to herself.
I don't know where I am. I don't know who you. Yeah, like every little thing where he's like, huffing pain is serious. People die. Have you heard of sudden huffing sudden huffer syndrome?
Um,
That's so damn
at
much.
least they didn't like show cut back and do like flashbacks as he's
Of
saying
every
it.
time. I want to
That would have
shit
been funny.
myself.
Also, we have Harmon asking Katie if she can look at his glands and his mole because he thinks he has mono. So she goes and tells Hank and Tyler, like, oh, he has a crush on me. Ha ha ha.
And then is it Hank that goes, he must have a crush on me too, because he does that shit with me all the time.
And they say he's just a hypochondriac. And
My
she
representation is
okay.
here.
Yeah, so he just is talking to all of them about.
Except I'm not as bad as this.
Yeah, he thinks he's always ill. Like I said, Brienne, we did have that moment of her talking to herself, and even then, Katie's like, "Oh, she's an artist. She's just planning her next art."
Oh, when was this?
It's like when she walks away talking to herself, and Jamie's
Oh,
like
yeah.
mentions that she's talking to herself, and Katie's like, "Yeah, she's just creative." Yeah,
She's in her creative. Her mouth is on autopilot. She's just in her flow.
Mm-hmm.
As am I. Whenever I'm just in my flow.
You're always talking to yourself.
It's definitely not schizophrenia.
Schizophrenia. Who pronounces it like that?
It's an American Dad reference.
Oh, okay.
The mom, I forget her name, but she goes, she has schizophrenia.
And then we have Jamie seeing an empty spray paint can, or multiple empty spray paint cans in Brienne's locker.
No, it was one bottle of, I think it's like spray glue, like spray fixative.
Oh, you would know. Okay.
And then at the bottom, it's all
like
these empty
whiteout.
bottles of whiteout.
Yeah. That was a lot of empty bottles.
I was like, what the fuck?
How much money are you spending on this huffing?
Girl,
like,
huffing was cheap.
No, it just looks like a lot. So he tells Katie, like, I think Brienne might be huffing.
And but then Katie goes, we're vegetarians. Our bodies are temples. We could never.
But I also like that Katie's like, I know what huffing is, because he's like, she just like looks at him while he's like, he thinks she doesn't know what it is. So he's like explaining what it is. And she's like, I know what huffing is. She says,
I know where Queen Nora is from.
It's the 2000s. Everyone knows what huffing is.
I just know, but I really do think it's funny how Katie's like, we've been vegetarians for forever. We would never put a drug in our body and get high. I was like, girl, what?
Their bodies are temples. Yeah, so she doesn't believe that Brienne would do that. She kind of gets mad at Jamie for saying that. And then she goes and confronts Brienne. She goes and casually asks her.
She's like, you huffing? Girl, you huffing?
But it's such... You wouldn't know this because you didn't watch the whole show, but it's such a Katie thing to do.
Like, no, I don't believe you, and goes and does it.
No, just the way of doing it of like, you're not huffing paint, are you? Like, what?
Just making sure. I love when Brienne goes, I don't know what she says, but she's like, I really can't smell anything nowadays. And I'm like, she gets COVID. Gets COVID, girl.
It's because Katie brings it up by saying like, oh, do you smell that? And then she's like, no. Yeah, and then Katie's like, oh, it smells like spray paint. She's like, well, yeah, I have spray paint right here. Ha ha ha.
I'm an artist.
I'm an artist. I always have a can of spray paint.
I hate that so much. Oh my god.
You always have spray paint with you.
I have spray paint fucking everywhere I go. Don't believe it.
Yes, so then Brienne gets mad that she is being accused of doing drugs.
Well, because she was like, are you addicted to drugs? And she was like, I would never, you fucking narc.
Yeah, she calls her a narc. She says, you're starting to think like Carlson. Maybe he should get you to be part of his like anti-drug campaign, blah, blah. She goes off on her.
Fucking goes in.
So then Katie tells Jamie, like, hey, you were wrong, but out of everyone's life.
But now she's fucking mad at me, so you're a piece of shit.
She says, Brienne's just different.
She's an artist. She's different.
She's different. That's why she's passing out all the time and can't coherently think.
You don't get it. That's just her.
It's the life of a tortured artist. Meanwhile, we have Val and Tyler responding to a call, and Harmon shows up again, and Val tells him to leave. She yells at him and says, "Go bother your own friends."
Well, because he's
It's
like,
very
there's
hard.
this victim on the ground. Victim, he got shot. I don't know.
Yeah, he shouldn't be there.
But he's like, maybe he has this. What if he has that? And they're like, I love when she goes, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, because he can't. He's messing things up. But I just love, "Go bother your own friends," and he's like, "You guys are my friends.
friends.
You guys are my friends." Whoopsie.
Been in the show for one episode.
Yeah. So Brooke, no, truly one episode. This is the only time we ever see him, I think.
Even though he's like part of the squad now or whatever.
Yeah, like later gets recruited. I don't think we ever see him again. But Brooke, played by Degrassi's Lauren Collins, says that Harmon should be recruited so that, like he
Because
could
maybe he won't
use
freak
his
out if he has
mind.
more information.
Yeah, and he could use his knowledge as power instead of knowledge as anxiety and
Yeah.
freaking out.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, what a great idea from
What a
her.
concept.
Yes. And then we have Jamie asking Hank about a hypothetical situation where hypothetically, of course, one friend hypothetically is huffing paint.
Hypothetically.
But hypothetically, one friend thinks that other hypothetical friend wouldn't do that. So that couldn't happen,
So
hypothetically.
what hypothetical do you think would happen here?
And then
And
Hank
then he
says,
goes so fucking huffing pain is so bad. It could lead to this. It could do that. It could fuck your cancer up. Fuck your cancer up.
"Wouldn't you want something to fuck your cancer up if you had it?" Yeah, so he goes over the symptoms and how it ruins your body.
But he
And
gets so serious about it, like
it was, one, it's the 2000s, and two, you shouldn't huff paint.
true. I mean, I'm not huffing paint.
Well, you're making fun of it as if you are, as if you're a huffer.
I just think it's
so.
so funny that he's like, and then it's almost like if you were to corner him against the wall and be like, huffing paint is so fucking deadly. It's the #1 cause of death in everyone.
But this is the only way they could do it for Family Channel, Disney Channel, for kids to understand like the anti-drug campaigns. Like this is,
That's
you
true.
know,
The
that's
war on
the only
drugs.
way. Yeah, the only way it was gonna get through. So I do get why they
What
were
was
being
the
so
war
serious,
was,
because if they treated it like, "Oh, she's just huffing paint," like kids are gonna go huff paint.
and I did.
Oh my god.
And I also had a seizure or whatever she has later.
Yes. So then,
This moves fast.
well, before this, so Katie, her sit-in's going on, and only 2 people showed up because they thought there'd be boys there.
Sad.
By the way, "Fight the Power" by Public Enemy.
Fight the power.
Public
Yeah.
Enemy that sings that, right?
Yeah.
That song plays. This show had a budget as
They just could throw money away.
there's like some not big songs necessarily, but like songs I knew where I was like, they do like a couple Sum 41 songs. "Come On Over" by Christina Aguilera plays in an episode. I was like, what?
You know Miss Christina was going for her bag, so that wasn't cheap.
Well, it was 2000, she was Mickey Mouse girl. But no,
Michael Moose.
yeah, a BB Max song played. That one, "It's Gonna Be Me" by NSYNC played in an episode.
It's gonna be me.
Yeah, like, okay.
All right.
They somehow got the rights to these songs.
All right, a budget was had.
But the gang gets a call and they go to respond to it in school.
And it's here at the school.
It is at the school. They go to the art room, and I love that the teacher's like, because she's like convulsing and collapsed Brienne on the floor, and I love the teacher's like, "I don't know if this has anything to do with it."
Holds up a can of like aerosol spray.
Yeah, and she's, like spray paint. She's like, "I don't know if this is what it is, but here." It's like, you put 2 and 2 together, ma'am.
Girly
Probably, girl. So they're freaking
Also,
out.
you're letting people use aerosols? That was like the one rule
Indoors?
in art class, like in any art class, like you're not allowed to use aerosols indoors.
Yeah. Like that's, and you were clearly there with her.
Dumb
Or does
bitch.
she say like, "I walked in and she was either way"? Come on.
Whatever. Either way. Why is your classroom unlocked when you're not inside of it? Talk about that.
Why is this child unsupervised, huh? Wow.
Mm.
So Jamie immediately he's like, fuck, I should have done something. They have to defibrillate her
Shock her
and
heart.
clear shock. Yeah,
Shock
shock
through
her.
the heart.
Yes. And then later at the hospital, Jamie and Katie are mad at themselves for not doing anything. Katie's mad at herself for not believing Jamie when he brought it up. And then they go talk to Brienne in the hospital, and she's like, I'll be fine as long as I don't do it again.
I'll be fine as long as I never have pain ever again.
Mm-hmm.
Girl.
And then kind of makes up with Katie there. And
If I
then
even have one little piece of pain ever in my life, I will die.
if I was her, I wouldn't do it.
I mean, I would never have pain again if I was huffing paint.
Exactly.
But I'm also not going to
Exactly.
huff paint because I know safer and better drugs to do.
So then to tie up the Larry Hudgman storyline, we see Harmon talking with a fellow hypochondriac at recruitment. He's giving answers instead of asking questions.
Because she's going off.
Yes. And then at the bleachers, Katie gives Jamie a framed poster for her sit-in. And like
What
sign
a
it or give
weird
a note.
gift.
I know, but also it looked cool.
I know, yeah, that poster was dope.
I would buy the shirt that she made. Um, she's apologizing for, not listening to Jamie, telling him to butt out of her life and everything.
And they go,
But she's like, I'm not done.
I'm not done fighting the
Yeah,
power.
fighting the system.
And then it goes, whoa, whoa, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, he says, I'm glad you don't give
Oh,
up that easy. And she says, I'm glad you don't either. And the episode ends of them just
and then it goes, whoa,
hugging.
whoa, yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
One thing I do like about Kitty and Jamie is like, for the most part, the friendship is very platonic. Um,
I was waiting for this to be like they doing something later?
the only things that are like maybe they were trying to get them together, was in well, it was really only the one there's an episode where Jamie does dirt biking. Hello, motocross.
Ooh.
And one of the fellow bikers is like his ex-girlfriend, and she's like very mad that he's like hanging out with her. And he calls her out on being jealous, but he says like, I think you don't like that I have another female friend. And that's the only one that's like kind of hinted of like, okay, maybe there is
There is
more
or there
than that.
was.
And in the dance episode, um Katie is like telling Val like, oh, Tyler's never gonna ask you, he doesn't want to cross that line, like he wants to be professional. And then Val is like, well, what about you and Jamie? And Katie's like, there is no me and Jamie. Um, so like it's
But
mostly
now I
platonic.
think there's something totally
Yeah, it never really
new.
goes
Yeah.
there. Like even in the dance episode, they do go to the dance together, but they dress in drag, like to be like, let's just like make fun
Wow.
of
So drag was allowed back then. Wow.
yeah, like Jamie is a cheerleader in the sash again, aired on Disney Channel. He wears a sash that says Skank Queen. And then I posted photos on our Twitter, and then
I saw.
Katie is wearing football uniform, and the jersey says Rockhead. So it's them just making fun of like the most popular kids in school that like truly really care about the dances is
Yeah.
what their whole thing is. So they just went together to be like, let's just freak everyone out.
Okay, so maybe I found my Halloween costume. Oh my god, that can be our Halloween costume.
So I really
Sarah, shut up. We have to have that our
I
Halloween
really
costume.
appreciated that friendship that was seemingly platonic. Who knows what they would have done in a season 2?
I feel like
Because
they would have moved it into like a romantic thing in season 2.
because as I'm going to say, so apparently the show is canceled because it really just ends
On a
on a
cliffhanger.
cliffhanger because the finale episode.
What's up with that?
Well, first off, how would you feel about this episode?
I thought, okay, the first episode seemed so fucking long and convoluted because it was.
It was 2 episodes in one.
Yeah. Kind of whack. So I was like waiting for this one to also take forever, but then it ended and I was like, oh shit, this is a regular show. And yeah, like it sounds stupid, but I was like, oh, I'm not watching a Netflix show that takes like 45 to 50 minutes.
Mhm.
I thought this episode was good. Like, honestly, this show isn't bad at all. I think it just, from the episodes that I've seen, I just think, again, it wasn't in the right market for what Disney Channel was becoming and had become at the start of Even Stevens. Like this, again, this would be, if this were to be made now, it would be great on like ABC Family or Freeform.
Well, it's interesting because like the Family Channel were the ones that were producing it, and Disney was just distributing it in the US. So Family Channel is the
Mhm.
ones that canceled it. So even for them, it either wasn't getting enough, like it wasn't connecting enough with people.
Mhm.
And I don't know if it was because it was still too drama flama, or if it was just like too weirdly paced, because it still is kind of
It
like
is a weird show to
it
pace.
is going really weird because it feels like it should be like a One Tree Hill, like 42 minutes instead of 21. Um Even watching it back, I was like, whoa, they're really jumping from
They're going
scene to
fast.
scene. Like, yeah, they're really going through it. So it's just interesting. But the finale is the plot is that Jamie's time for his community service is up, so he has to decide if he wants to continue being on the squad or to just go back to his,
Fuck off.
yeah, his regular life. And Katie wants him to not be on the squad anymore. She's like I'm losing all my she calls the squad like a cult. She's like, why am I losing all my friends to this place? Um
You lost one.
Val and then
Oh, and
Jamie as
Val.
well. Um and then Jamie
Then
is like,
join, girl.
well, Jamie is like, yeah, but I put a lot of like hours into this and a lot of work. So there's a whole thing. And then the whole big thing, uh, like storyline of like the action is that the wait, is it the power goes out? Something happens at this house, and this woman is like outside with her daughters. I think it's a fire, an
Mhm.
explosion or something, another fucking
Another
explosion.
one.
And then she realizes her other daughter isn't with her. She's like, fuck, where is she? And then they go into the house. They find out she's in the basement, but there's water because it exploded, like the water main or whatever, the water heater, something.
There's a flood and a
There's a
fire
flood in the basement, fire up top, and
and an earthquake.
it exploded. It like did something with the electrical. So if anyone touches the water, they gone.
What kind of fuck ass fucking this is
And
some this is some SVU shit.
this little girl is like sitting in the fetal position. She's played by Aislinn Paul, who also played Claire on Degrassi. Hello.
No
Um,
way.
little version of her. She's very young in this, but so they're trying to figure out what to do, and they end up using two like wooden planks. And Hank is gonna go get her because he's, like the leader, and then
They're EMTs. They're
oh
not
no, no, no.
firefighters.
Oh, this is also it. It's a storm, and it took down first of all, a tree, so the fire department can't get through. And it took down the power line so they can't call. They can't call
I
anyone to come help. But the water
I
is
cannot.
rising on. The water is rising. Okay, so she's not gonna make it
She's
if
either
we
gonna die
wait.
by fire or die by electrocuting
Yes.
and drowning.
So Hank is like, we're not supposed to do that. We can't do that. But Jamie's like, no, we need to go save her. But so they go down there and Hank is gonna be the one. But then
How are they getting into the house if it's on fire?
maybe it's not on fire. Maybe it was just I don't remember. The big part is in the basement. Okay. The big part is in the maybe a tree took out some of the house. I don't remember, but the big part is in the basement. They get these wooden planks to go from like the I don't know what she's on, like a table, a big dresser. I don't know. She's sitting on something. They put the planks from the stairs to her. Hank is gonna go on there. They're like, no, you're too heavy. So he says, well, then all the guys are too heavy. And so they look at Val and she has to do it. And her whole storyline that episode is she's been making little mistakes and feeling really bad about it. So her thing is like she needs to believe in herself that she's not gonna fuck this up.
Or
They
else
end
she's
up
dead.
saving this girl. Val almost touches the water because it's you should watch at least that scene because the way she's like when I say the number 1, you're gonna move your right hand and your right leg. When I say 2, you're gonna do the other ones. And if I say stop, or if you at any time want to go slower or stop, tell me to stop. And at one point, Val almost touches the water, and the girl yells stop, and so she's able to pick her hand back up, and it was well done. Anyways, they saved the girl. They
Oh my
saved the cheerleader,
god,
saved
this
the
is
girl.
drama.
But so Jamie, think I believe it ended with us not knowing if he was gonna stay on or not, but like clearly he
He
cared a
would have.
lot about, so I feel like yeah, he would have. And like it's a show about the 4 of them, so I feel like it would have gone on. Who are they gonna replace him with? Harmon? And then but then the big thing was that at the very end of the episode, we see Tyler and Val walking. I don't remember what
But
the fuck
now
they're
I think
talking
there's
about.
something
Yeah.
to okay.
I don't remember what they're talking about. I think he's just like, you did great, blah blah blah. I don't know, but eventually they kiss, and it literally ends with them standing there after they kissed, and that was the end of the show.
Cool. Cool,
So
great.
second season, they were probably gonna have them try to figure that out. We were probably gonna have Jamie back on the squad. Um, and Katie wasn't. This show didn't have enough Katie. Katie was not in every episode, which is a bummer. And then when she was in the episodes, there still wasn't enough of her. She was only in like couple scenes.
She was the B plot.
Travesty. And I know you wanted to know about Tyler's stepdad because it sounded like he might be abusive or something.
Uh-huh.
Good guy. Literally a good guy.
Cool.
In one episode, Tyler brings Val over for like a birthday dinner with his parents because they want to do a dinner for her. He's like, it's gonna be like unbearable because I hate my stepdad, but like if you come, you'll help me out.
If you
And
come,
then,
you'll see why he's terrible.
well, if you come, you'll like make it bearable, right? And then it's this dad, like the stepdad, just like caring about him and being like, "Oh, you won an award? You didn't tell me that," or like, "Oh, we should go do this," and like Val calls him out on it because Tyler's like complaining. She's like, I just saw like a guy who wants to be involved in your life. Like, I didn't see a problem. So he gets called out. So no abusive storyline. I really thought we were gonna go there, but we didn't. It was interesting.
It was just
But
Tyler being a dick.
yeah, it was just Tyler being a dick. So anyways,
Look.
this was an interesting show. I can see why I would have watched another season, but I can also see why it only got one.
Do you think maybe if it were like again better pacing and maybe on something a little bit more mature, it would have done better?
Probably, or maybe people just like don't care about EMTs and they think that's boring.
People watch NCIS.
That's true, or like ER. I don't
Yeah.
know, but maybe like young people. Maybe this
That's
was
what I
an
mean.
old
Like if it
person's
were in a
show.
more mature.
Maybe.
Also, maybe if it wasn't in high school.
Maybe.
But that's the whole thing, right?
Maybe
Yeah. So,
maybe if Hoku was in every episode and not just one.
wow.
So that's
Maybe
something to think
so.
about. But
Maybe so.
interesting show in a heartbeat. I I feel like they're never gonna put this on Disney Plus, but you never know. It would be interesting.
Just to mention the fucking Disney is it the Disney Channel Twitter that was like Bug Juice's 20th anniversary or something like
Yeah.
that.
Like, okay, put it on your platform. It was Disney Channel, but still, like, okay, then tell Disney Plus to put it on the platform. What are we doing?
Like, why are you talking about this if no one can watch it?
I hate when they do that.
Remember this show that you'll never be able to see ever again
American Dragon Jake Long premiered this many years ago.
doesn't exist on Disney Plus.
Wait, is it on there?
I don't know. That's why I was asking.
Um,
I'll Google it.
yeah, it is.
Oh, okay.
But some shows, they'll tweet about it and it's like, okay, where is it though? I can't watch it. But at least we could watch this on YouTube. So, and it wasn't super crunchy like the Jersey.
No.
Sorry, the Jersey, but it was like pretty good
At
quality.
the
For some
Jersey.
reason, all the title sequences, it was in like German, but whatever.
Who cares?
The like you know, like the second episode is about like Brooke going to a sleepover and being scared of like tarantulas because someone on a call that Val went to, like their house, like a bunch of
Was full of
tarantulas got
them.
loose, yeah, and like got bit by a tarantula, or she thought she did. So the whole
Oh my
episode, Brooke
god,
is
I
freaking out
forgot that
about
at the
tarantulas.
I forgot at the beginning of this one, they're like, "Did you get bit by a cockroach?" And I'm like, "They can bite?
I think they can.
That's so scary. Imagine getting bit by a cockroach." God, it's so nasty.
But like the title credits, because it'll say like it doesn't
It was
even
like
say in
Doofus
a
Moistland.
heartbeat. It says like heartbeat for some reason. And then yeah, instead of like I think the episode in English is called like Things That Go Bump in the Night, and the German title for that episode was just like Tarantella or something. It just like simplifies everything into like one word or two words. Tarantella. That's what the episode's
Tarantula.
about. Anyways, next week we're really or next month we're really kicking into gear.
Oh, we're gonna fucking people are gonna fight.
Yes, because we'll be watching Lizzie McGuire. So incredible,
Get
life
your fucking
changing.
votes ready. Y'all better converse amongst yourselves, patrons, and
Yes.
decide.
Start thinking. So obviously we'll do the pilot, but start thinking about what episode you might want us to cover. Other than that, there were many iconic episodes of that one.
You got many to choose from. So
So
many.
many. So please let us know. We hope you enjoyed this one. Go watch In a Heartbeat if you would like. It's free on YouTube. So there's
Yes.
that. Yes, thank you all for being a patron.
Make sure that you're washing your hands still. Make sure that you're drinking and eating, some veggies and some fruits.
And most of all, make sure you're not huffing paint.
Yeah, don't have paint.
Yes.
Go have some weed, but not some paint.
We will see you next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.